Hello, everybody. Let me introduce myself. My name is Osvaldo Torres. I am the director of the company Experiential Hospitality, and we offer training and consulting services to hotels and hospitality schools in different countries in South America, Central, and in the Caribbean. We have more than 10 years of experience just training hotel staff, and as I told you, some students of hospitality schools, trying to transmit them our reflections about our experience in the hospitality industry. The purpose of this video is just to share with you some reflections about customer service, which is a very important service that we offer to our clients in the hotels. First of all, I would like to talk about that in the customer service concept, there are two main concepts included. The first one, it is the attention, and the second one is the customer. So, first of all, I would like to talk a little bit about attention. Attention is one of the most important brain process that we have, and attention means just to direct our sight to a specific position there where we want to look at. So if we have a customer, if we have a guest, in the case that we work in the hotel, in front of us, the first thing to provide it is our attention. So it means that we have to make eye contact with the guest in order to make him or her feel important. But the most interesting thing about this brain process is that our attention, I mean, the way we direct our attention depends on us. So we can choose it. So we can be in front of the guest, in front of our client, and we can choose not to pay attention to him or to her. And unfortunately, it happens in some uh, places. So, as I told you, first thing is just to pay our total attention to the person that we have in front of us. So, but you will be maybe thinking about, so what is the bed or what are the benefits I can take from paying my whole attention to the customer that I have in front if I work in customer service uh, department. So the most important thing is when you pay your whole attention to the customer you will have in front of you, you can have very interesting and important information from him or from her. And those information is going to help you understand better the guest or the client. So you have to pay attention to his or her body language. You have to pay attention to his or her emotion. You have to pay attention to the way he or she moves. You have to pay attention the kind of energy so he or she is trying to transmit, you know? But as well, you have to pay attention to what he or she is telling to you. All right. So, what is telling you? I'm sorry. So, that's why another important concept that we can't talk about when we are speaking about attention is our capacity to listen to our customer. And this is a way just to pay attention to him or to her. Okay, so when we talk about listening our customer, it means not only to listen to the words he or she is telling us, but the way he or she is telling us something. The emotion that we can listen to his or her voice, the speed, the tune of his or her voice, because it will tell us a lot of information about how she or he is feeling at the moment she or he is going to be in front of us requesting a service. So, as I told you before, to talk about attention is essential when we talk about a proper customer service, all right? But we cannot offer a customer service to a client if we do not pay our attention. So every time you will be in front of a client, if you work in a customer service department, think about if you are paying your entire attention to the person you have in front of you, and think about the benefits that you're going to get from it, and think about what you can lose if you do not pay attention to the guest. For instance, you won't be able to understand him or her properly, so your behavior won't be functional, neither for you nor for the guest. The second concept that I would like to share with you is about the customer by itself. So sometimes when I in front of an audience and when I ask them about the definition of a customer, so they bring out a lot of ideas, definitions. All of them they are correct, but in all of them there is something missing. And the most important thing to say about a customer is to say that he or she is, first of all, a human being, like we are. And sometimes we forget that the person we have in front of us is a human being. And if we consider it, it's going to be very advantageous for us, because as a human being he or she is, like we are going to share the same brain structures. We're going to share the same brain processes, and and it will help us to understand him or her in a better way. All right? But this human being is in front of us because he is in need. He's needing something, she's needing something, something that he or she has lost, because a need is a lack of something. Okay, when we feel that we are in need, it means that we are we are um, willing something, we are desiring something that we have lost, that we don't have at the moment we are trying to request it. And this kind of lack is going to provoke a dysfunctional emotional level on us. And this is unbalanced, emotional unbalance, that is going to make us behave in some way in order just to get what we have lost. And it could be maybe a product or a service. So when a client, when a customer is going to approach you, who works at the customer service department, it is because he is needing or she's needing something, and he or she thinks that what you are offering in terms of a product or a service is what he or she needs. And once she or he has it, she or he will return to the emotional balanced level he or she lost. So think about the importance of offering the guest a proper product or a proper service that is going to help him or her to reach again the emotional level he or she lost. So that's why all of you who work in customer service department, you must know the product and the service you are offering to the guests. You must know all about them because that will be the best way to offer a tailor-made product or service to them, and they will feel recognized, they will feel understood, they will feel important. And the result of the interaction your client will have with you depends on it. And the way he's going to behave towards you, who are the one who is offering the product or the products of the service will depend on the result of your behavior. So to work at the customer service department, it is something I could say important. It is something beautiful because it is something that is going to help you to be a better person. Because it's going to help you understand the other person. It's going to help you understand the product or the best product or service you can offer to somebody else in order to make him or her feel satisfied. Well, I think, or I hope, I'm sorry, that this reflection of mine will be helpful for you in the case you work as a customer service agent. And if you want to know more about my work as a trainer, as a consultant, and as a researcher in all these subjects, you can visit my website at www.hotelguestexperience.com, or you can email me. My email address is hotelps@gmail.com, and it will be a real pleasure to me just to be in contact with all of you and to go on sharing my reflections about different subjects that we can discuss regarding to hospitality industry. I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate your comments if you want to send them to me, because I want to go on learning from all of you. And I wish you all the very best and thank you very much.